So this is living room, and that other box here. Notice how this box is like totally obliterated. So this used to be a box, right? And so is that a box. So this entire almost 25% of this box is not usable because it's like totally staircases and circulation and level changes. So a little bit less than 25, but let's see what we can do. Okay, and I think what I'm also going to do is change these stairs. If you remember, if these are operable, and this is circulation coming down, and this is circulation also heading in this direction, and this is a door, you kind of have an axis here, right? You have an axis that goes this way. And let's get that to a color that we can see. Okay. Do you see this line, how it's an axis? From the door to that circulation, to the circulation that occurs here, to the operable doors that go outside. So I think what I'm going to do then, having recognized that, I'm going to change these steps a little bit. First, let's change their color, just temporarily, until we see them, until we are satisfied with what we want. I'm going to delete that. Okay. I'm going to move steps from there to there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I'm just going to use the steps like that, so I get a little bit more room for the project. Just like we talked about this as a circulation zone in the bedroom area. Okay, I also have the same thing, and we just hinted at it over here. This is also your circulation zone. On the project. So I'm going to try not to furnish this area, but I'm going to try to furnish this zone. This is circulation. This is static space. All right? This is where you furnish, where you sit. First of all, I think I'm going to furnish this with stuff. Maybe this is where I have bookshelves and TV, so on and so forth, because it matches with the steps. So I'm going to stretch that out, press F8 to go ortho, then move it into position, okay, and maybe it sits somewhere there. So this is your TV slash bookshelves slash whatever, okay, and again, so now I've zoned this together with the steps. These are locked in. So now I have this area to play with furniture, and it could be movable furniture. So I'm going to use the large sofa to start with, and group this whole thing. Okay, now I'm going to copy it over and place it somewhere here. Get a sense of how big it is. If I have my entertainment system here, then I can't actually turn my sofa's back to it. I can move this entertainment system here, but that's kind of weird because this is an open space. This is just a couple of steps down between that floor and that floor. It'll be weird to put entertainment stuff over here. So I'm going to then rotate this guy 90 degrees around. Okay, then I'm going to move it slightly backwards this way. That way I can actually watch the entertainment system, look outside, and look back out into the kitchen as well. So let's go ahead and copy 2 of these fauteuils now. I'm going to, again, join it. I'm going to join that. Place it right here. It's good if you try to make your furniture so that your furniture faces other furniture so people can talk to each other. All right, rotate this 90 degrees, like so. And let's start by having them line up. Let's see what happens. Then I'll move it back. Okay, then I'm going to copy that guy from there. I'm going to try to stick it right there. That guy. Okay. So now this is my true living room, so to speak. I'm going to grab, it's nice to have a coffee table in the middle, isn't it? So let's copy this guy and put a coffee table in the middle. I think it's a little bit too big. There's no knee space here, at least for the sofa, so I'm going to stretch it in. Coffee tables don't have to be huge. They're not dining tables. And let's stretch it out a little bit, so stretch that out. So there you go. All right, so I think that's fairly decent. Do you guys feel like you need a table between these two? I know I do. So copy. That's where you put your magazines, your coffee cup, your remote control, your cell phone. What else? Let's scale it down from its center, maybe about that much. That works fine. And I'm going to copy some more furniture here. It's nice if your sofa also has tables next to it, right? Okay, and I think that's good enough. So again, please pay attention to how these rooms are set up. Don't just throw furniture in there. Okay? The very first thing I did was recognize where my circulation occurs between indoor and outdoor, and I zoned that away and I said this is a no-go space. I'm not going to put furniture there. The next thing I did is I tried to see what is fixed in place, such as this stuff, and I aligned it with my stairs. So that became a second zone that's fixed. And then I was left over with this area, and then I just furnished in this area where the X is, right? So that's your static space now. This is an analysis you can do in your project in order to see how you're going to furnish stuff. It's super important.